Great day, second grade students and families. It's Mr. Sargent here with your weekly announcements for September 11th through September 15th. And we have a lot to talk about today, so we're going to get right to it. First of all, I would love to say thank you to all of the families out there that came out to support our GPA Curriculum Night Thursday afternoon. It was an incredible time where we could discuss the progress that we're going to make, the progress that we've already made, and how to prepare for the third grade. It was great getting to talk to all of you, and I know you're watching today, and I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. It was an incredible time, and hopefully it helped out. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of the families that attended our GPA PTA skate night. That was also Thursday night. From the pictures that I saw, it looks like you all had an incredible time. Way to represent GPA. Also, if you haven't joined our GPA PTA yet, I highly recommend joining. It's a great way to grow our GPA community, as well as help plan ways that we can better our scholars as well as the families. So I encourage each and every one of you to join the PTA. I'm a member, and it's a great time and great people to join and grow our GPA community. I want to give a huge shout out to all of the grandparents out there that came in Friday morning and joined us for our Grandparents' Day breakfast. I tell you what, it was an incredible sight to see all of the families together sharing a breakfast. I know the students were thrilled to have you there, and you getting to see the school and getting to celebrate Grandparents' Day with each one of these scholars just made our day here at GPA. So stay tuned, because we do offer other events like this, like muffins with mom and donuts with dad, things like that. So please stay tuned, and any information that we pass through can be found on this video, on the school videos, on Class Dojo. So please join us in celebrating us, our families, and our GPA community. All right, so we have some mark your calendar days. September 15th, our students will be having our first PBIS introduction assembly here at school at 2:15. Now, this is just for the students, but in the next video, next week, we're gonna be talking about just what PBIS is and how each and every one of you can help at home. And it's a great opportunity to positively support all of our scholars and their growth this year. So that they're going to have the assembly on September 15th. It's going to be Friday at 2:15. September 21st, which is a Thursday, we will have our ELA night. It's a great time to come out and learn about how we can focus our ELA skills and our reading skills at home and bring them into school to make it even easier. So that's September 21st. It's going to be Thursday. September 22nd, which is the next day, mark your calendars, there is no school. It's a teacher work day. I know. But it's a teacher work day, so enjoy that Friday off. Also, to go along with that, the following Monday, the 25th, is a half day where we have dismissal at 12 o'clock. All right? So mark those on your calendars. I'm going to mention them again next week, so to remind you, but we got a lot going on here at GPA. So let's get into what we're doing in the second grade. We're going to start off with ELA. Now, the story of this week is going to be How Do You Know It's Fall?, which is an incredible book about the seasons and weather. I'm really looking forward to hearing the discussions about the story and how we can apply it to science. And, well, I hate to tell you, we have homework this week in both reading and in math. Now, the homework this week will be the spelling packet for the week. We're going to be doing week 1, and here are your spelling words for the week. We have number 1, over, new, art, take, only, car, park, hard, barn, card, shark, dark, eyes, date, and hold. Now, if you notice, a lot of these words follow a similar pattern. If you look at numbers 7 through 12, they have a similar sound in those words, the AR sound. the R. No, I'm not a pirate, but the R sound. All right? Like in car, park, hard. Do you hear it? Barn. Do you hear the R sound? Okay, so each time we do this spelling list, you're gonna see a pattern within the words, and it's gonna help you with your spelling and how to use these words, because the packet you're gonna get is going to have a mixture of writing the word, spelling the word, using the word, reading the word, and being able to identify the different letter sounds in it. So ladies and gentlemen, good luck this week. As always, homework will be given on Monday and does not need to be turned in until Friday. All right, let's move on to math. Now in math, you're gonna continue with number bonds, but we're gonna be focusing on how to use number bonds with subtraction. All right, this is when you start with a larger number and you break it down. So this week you will have some work through Eureka. Miss Lewis will give you that on Monday. And if you need any help, we're here, definitely here to help in any way that we can. Now for science this week, first, let's backtrack. Let's talk about last week. As you can see behind me, you will see we did an incredible science experiment creating a solar oven and how we use the sun's energy to heat up things. Now, in this experiment, we used chocolate and marshmallows. And what the students learned was the sun didn't heat up the chocolate and the marshmallows. The sun heated up the air inside the box, and the air cooked the marshmallows and the chocolate. It was an incredible time. Luckily, it was the hottest day of the year, and it worked incredibly. We're gonna connect that with what we're doing this week. Now, for this week, we're focusing on the water cycle. Now, the water cycle is powered by, well, what we talked about last week, the sun. So we're gonna see the connections of the water cycle and the sun and the sun's energy and how it powers the water cycle. Now, to give you a little preview of what we're gonna be doing this week, we have an incredible vocabulary video that we'll be playing right about now.
Water, it goes through the cycle. Water cycle.
I'm water. I make the planet bloom. From the seas to the clouds, boy, I stay on the move. Then I fall out the sky on you. Then I roll to the sea and the cycle repeats.
Come on. Yeah, first off, for what it's worth, there is just a fixed amount of water on the earth, and it's trapped in a cycle moving back and forth between the earth and the atmosphere, of course, because all water's been here for like billions of years, and the sun makes the cycle move. You hear it makes water on the surface of the earth evaporate. What happens next? Well, you'll have to wait. Sun's heat turns water into steam or vapor, which rises in the sky and cools off to make a droplet, which will combine to form clouds. This is called condensation. Now, the clouds fill with moisture and get too heavy. They turn dark. Here's precipitation. Ready? The water falls back to the earth's surface, but not just in the ocean where you get to surface. Depending on the temperature, it could be either rain, hail, snow, or sleet. Next time you look up and see clouds about to burst, just know that's the way that the water cycle works.
I'm water. I make the planet bloom. From the seas to the clouds, boy, I stay on the move. Then I fall out the sky on you. Then I roll to the sea and the cycle repeats.
Now when water falls down, sometimes it is absorbed or taken in the ground. It becomes groundwater, waiting to be found. Under your feet, there's water way down all around. And it can appear in all kinds of things, like deep in a well or in natural springs. But if the rain falls fast and long, then what? The ground can't absorb it all. And look at the ground, see the water run across? This excess water is called runoff, always running downhill. It wants to be ending up in rivers and ponds and streams. So next time you're about to take a drink, that's a great time to stop and think that the water went through a cycle to get there. The same cycle that's been happening for billions of years. Water, rain, hail, sleet, snow, rain, hail, sleet, snow, water.
Man, I love vocabulary. All right, so we're gonna be focusing on the water cycle this week. We're gonna be doing an experiment, probably Wednesday or Thursday. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so proud of each and every one of you. So, That is going to be it for today's video. We've got a lot going on. I would go back and rewatch this to make sure you caught everything and what we're going to be doing. But let me end the video with saying this. Ladies and gentlemen of second grade, I am so impressed and proud of each and every one of you, families included. So far, we've started this year strong and we're only going to get stronger. I am so proud of each and every one of you. Keep up the great work, and I truly cannot wait to see each and every one of you bright and early Monday morning ready to learn. So until then, have a great weekend and I'll see you soon.